Hi, Raymi.
Hi, Taylor.
Welcome to Much Ado About Some Shit.
Sorry.
Well, we peaked the mics there.
Yeah.
Where every week, Raymi tries to talk me into watching some garbage television by walking me through a season of a thing.
Yeah.
What are we doing this week, Raymi?
We're doing the new season of Love is Blind. It's going to be season 3.
Oh,
So, yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
The fuck is Love is Blind?
What do you think Love is Blind? I've got
An image
before.
before me. Note to those listening, any image we are referencing will be viewable on our Instagram, Much Ado Some Shit, or will be popping up during our YouTube version of the podcast, Much Ado About Some Shit.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard of it.
Okay. What do you know? Do you know
know
anything?
is subjective. Think is another thing.
Okay. Well, what
do I think I know?
Yeah.
People date without ever actually seeing each other?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
In some kind of like, is it the one where they're in like connected boxes, like connected rooms, but they
Yes.
don't see each other, they just talk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're in the pods, is what we call them.
Pods. Okay.
And they're little rooms. They're little rooms that are joined, but there's a door. You can kind of see this blue thing.
Yeah.
That's like where they connect.
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure there's like microphones and shit, like,
Sure.
for each other.
Like visiting in prison.
Yeah. But you don't get to see the person at all. You
no
only-
conjugal visits.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they can't see each other. They can only hear each other.
Sure.
What happens is they date for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And they kind of, for like the first day or so, they like date everybody,
Okay.
basically. And
All
then they
right.
have to like narrow down like who they like,
Sure.
basically. If someone wants to propose.
Whoa, what?
So,
Whoa.
yeah, they
What?
date in the pods for a couple of weeks. Then if a proposal happens, they get taken to, this year they're just going to California. They're in Malibu or some shit.
Okay.
This is filmed in Texas.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. You date some people constantly for a couple of weeks,
Mhm.
and then it can end in marriage.
Mhm.
Holy fucking shit.
Mhm. There's people from season 1 who are still married.
Okay. I mean, if it works, cool, but the odds of it working are slim.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I've talked before about my 2-year rule.
Yeah.
This is not a 2-week rule. All right. Anyway.
Well, and this is all they're doing. They're like sequestered.
That sounds exhausting.
Right? Yeah.
Just like I get tired of people.
If you were to go on this show,
Uh-huh.
you would be sequestered with like 12 other women.
Ugh.
And you would not see a man
Okay.
at all
I mean,
for
it's
like weeks.
fine
which
by
is
me.
fine, yeah.
I mean, I guess this is hetero dating.
Yes, it is.
'Cause I'm like,
Which-
oh, not see a man for weeks.
Oh, no.
Oh no, whatever will I do?
Fair enough.
All right.
So this can end in marriage.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Shit.
Well, and like, so you date all of these people, and like at the end of the first day,
Mm-hmm.
you like have to pick like your top 3.
Oh,
And then, so if there's someone you're like, no, I don't want to talk to them at all,
fair.
you can do that.
Okay.
That's
well,
allowed.
that's good.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. They spend, God, I think it's like 6 weeks total. It's like 2 weeks of dating, 2 weeks of like a honeymoon,
Ugh.
and then 2 weeks in the real world. And then the last week is wedding.
Holy fucking shit.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into it.
Do you want to try to rapid fire name people?
Oh God. Sure.
Okay. Ready?
No.
Who's this?
Janelle.
Nope.
What's her name?
Zaneb.
I feel like I was shockingly close.
I feel that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Zaneb is a very unique name.
Janelle is
So.
not one I normally reach for, so
Yeah.
good for me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Who's this?
Broderick.
Nope. SK.
Okay. You're not going to get any of these.
No. Who's
Lisa.
this? Raven.
Okay.
Who's this?
Monica.
Nancy.
Okay.
Who's this?
Derek.
Matt.
Okay.
Who's this?
B-
No.
it's
It's not
Laura.
Oh, Laura for some reason feels close. It's not. It's Colleen.
Okay.
Who's this?
Mike.
No, Cole.
Oh. John.
Brennan.
Okay.
Weird name. If you somehow get his like real name, I'll give you a point.
Michael.
You were so close and yet so far. If you had said Michael, I would have been like, okay. Okay. So technically his name is Robert.
Okay.
But in the show, he goes by Bartiz.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed.
Fair. Who's this guy?
Did I say John already?
I don't think so. But you're wrong anyway.
Okay.
So.
I think I did say John already, but John again.
Okay. No, it's Andrew.
Okay.
Who's this?
I already said Lisa. I'm running out of names.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Amazon. Her name isn't Jeff.
Bezos.
No.
Alexa.
Yeah.
Hey. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I've got all of our people.
Cool. Okay.
So I'm just going to talk to you about these people a little bit here.
Okay.
So.
Sorry,
What?
just having a breakdown. It's fine. Anyway.
What is it getting to you?
It's a lot of names.
Yes.
It's a lot of names. Okay.
Dude, and there's more people on this show.
Oh, God.
There's more fucking people on this
God.
show.
Okay.
These are just the ones we're going to talk about the most.
Okay.
Because,
Reason.
spoiler alert, they're the ones that get through most of the show.
Okay.
So.
I like how this is not about looks, and they're all just incredibly attractive.
Right? That's the most fucking frustrating thing about Love is Blind. Why aren't there people, like, why aren't there little people?
Yeah.
Why aren't there trans people? Why aren't there people with vitiligo? Like,
Or even people with different body types.
yeah, exactly. Like, would you call any of these women fat?
Not at all.
Cool. Alexa
Uh-huh.
is the big girl.
What?
Yeah.
What, is she like a size 12?
Yeah, probably. Size 12, maybe 14.
Maybe?
Like,
I mean,
it's fucking irritating.
yeah.
The last season, they had, like, an actual big girl,
Uh-huh.
but she, of course, didn't get a proposal.
So they want this show to succeed, and everybody's vain as hell, so they
Basically.
have to get the same level of attractiveness across everyone.
Basically. Well, and I think for season 3, especially, a lot of these people figure out how to be like, I'm attractive without saying I'm attractive. Or like in season 2, and we'll talk about this when we get to season 2, but one of the guys is like, oh, and he's such a douchebag. Listeners at home who have seen season 2 will know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh, God.
But this guy is like, oh, I love going to like music festivals and like, do you like doing that? And they're like, yeah. And then he'll be like, so like, if we were at a music festival, could I like put you on my shoulders?
Wow.
Yeah. It's gross.
Yeah.
He says some other horrible shit, but
Jesus
that's
Christ.
the one that's sticking out to me.
Because saying no to that can mean a lot of things.
Right? Yeah.
For one, like, I couldn't be put on somebody's shoulders because I'm fucking tall.
Yeah, everybody would hate you.
Yeah. I have one friend who can pick me up
Damn.
because he's several inches taller than me.
Yeah, that reads.
Yeah. And it surprises me every time. But,
Yeah.
yeah, like, ew.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, these people also manage to figure out how to be like, I'm hot, without being like, I'm hot.
Okay.
Raven is a Pilates instructor.
Yeah, I believe it. She is toned.
Yeah. Zaneb is a flight attendant.
Okay.
But like Colleen is like, yeah, I'm a ballet dancer.
Yeah.
I am a ballet dancer.
Okay.
Bartiz is like, oh yeah, I was like 4 weeks out from a bodybuilding competition before I came here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. This is not about looks, and yet they're all making it about looks.
Mhm.
Shocking.
Very much so.
Okay. Well, we've established that this show not about looks is actually about looks.
Yep. Basically.
Let's get into it.
Mhm. Okay. So, Colleen,
Yes.
she's a ballet dancer.
I mean, good for her. That's hard.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
hard fucking work.
Right? Yeah. So Colleen dates Brennan
Okay.
and Cole
Okay.
and is like, she really likes Brennan.
Okay.
But Brennan is kind of like, he ends up like dumping her in the pods.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, I think I've found somebody who I really connect with and I want to focus on that in like, I'm
That's
sorry.
valid.
And Colleen is like, okay, bye.
I mean, that's
She's
valid.
pissed.
Well, I mean, get pissed for the drama of the show.
Right, yeah. So Colleen also dates Cole.
Okay. It's got a nice smile.
Yep. Cole's a douche.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
Cole is so immature. We have this like little talking head with him, and he's like, if you can't make me laugh, then you can't have my babies.
Whoa.
And he's like,
Who says anybody wants to have your babies,
right?
Cole?
Exactly. He's also like, yeah, if I could just pop him out right now, I'd have 7. And yeah, which is a lot.
That's
Jesus.
a lot of fucking kids. Okay,
Mhm.
you go ahead and start popping them out, Cole. We'll wait.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Super easy.
He's also like, yeah, I asked 3 of the girls if they have Dogecoin.
Wow, he is 12, isn't he?
Yeah.
He probably follows fucking Elon Musk
Oh,
on
absolutely.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Ew. It's just, that's a, like, wanting to have somebody who makes you laugh is valid.
Mhm.
The way he presents that desire
is wild.
is odd.
Yes. Yes.
That is an odd way to express that want in a partner.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. So Cole and Colleen date, and Colleen is like, okay, Brennan's gone, so Cole,
Yeah.
please, I love you.
Oh, God. Okay, maybe don't have desperation when there's like
Right.
6 people to choose from.
However, Colleen is also like, doesn't want to talk about like deep stuff. She
Okay.
doesn't want to be vulnerable.
I mean, I get that, but you've come on this show specifically to date people for a couple
Exactly.
weeks. So if you're not like prepared for that, maybe this wasn't the show for you.
Exactly. If you're not willing to talk about like how many kids you want to have and like what.
Oh, yeah, basic relationship stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, like, date 1, I don't want kids.
Yeah, same.
Because that's a huge deal breaker in both directions.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want kids and your partner doesn't,
Absolutely.
and vice versa,
Yeah.
like, well, let's not waste each other's time.
Right? Yeah. But she's like not, she like doesn't want to talk about things.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because of that, Cole is like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I get it.
So
Well, he was also her second choice, so.
yeah. So Cole and Colleen kind of fall out because Cole finds somebody else that that is being more vulnerable and more like all in.
Who he can actually get to know.
Yeah. Like Zeneb,
Okay.
who like tells him about when her parents died. She lost
Oh.
both of her parents before she was 19.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Girl, I am so fucking sorry.
Yeah.
At the same time? Or.
No.
Oh
Her
god, that's almost worse.
yeah, her father passed away when she was 13
Uh huh.
and her mom passed away when she was 18.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. As someone who's lost a parent at an age that was older than that, like,
Mhm.
but still young enough that it's like you're still kind of relying on your parents. Well,
Yeah.
if you have a good relationship, you always kind of are.
Oh,
in-
yeah.
In certain ways. But
Yeah.
yeah, one of the big fears after you lose one is losing the other.
Mhm.
I am so fucking sorry, Zeneb. That is awful.
It
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, awful.
And especially at that age,
Right.
18.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah. So, yeah, Zeneb tells Cole that and
Zeneb, you deserve better than Cole.
yes,
I've
she
decided.
does. So, Cole tells Colleen like I've found somebody who like wants to be more vulnerable, so
Sure.
I would like to focus on that. So Colleen is like, I just got dumped twice in 2 days. Like, oh,
I mean,
She's
you
having
don't
a rough
even
time.
fucking know these people.
right? Exactly.
Like, okay, you went on 2 dates in a row that didn't work out. Welcome to dating.
right? Yeah.
You just
Exactly.
did it all at once.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of spreading out your dates.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah. So that's a thing.
Okay.
So Cole also dates Nancy.
Okay.
Nancy is very like bubbly.
Okay.
Cole is kind of the same way.
That's nice.
And Nancy also ends up kind of having a choice between Bartice and Andrew.
Okay.
So Andrew was like I don't know, he did something else for a while.
Okay.
And he just like he was like, okay, I'm happy where I'm at right now. So I'm going to go do something else.
Like career-wise?
Yes.
Okay.
So he like does a 180 and
Sure.
starts doing photography,
Okay.
and like he spends time in like Bali and
That's cool.
all of this different stuff to be a wildlife photographer.
Nice.
And
Bali's an interesting choice for wildlife photography, but okay.
yeah, well, and one thing about that he talks about when in Bali is that he had a relationship with an older woman
Okay.
who showed him transcendental sex.
I don't know what that is.
I know.
I
He's
guess
like,
Google at your own discretion.
yes, he's like, I'm able to have many orgasms throughout the day now.
Okay.
It's
throughout the
weird.
day? I'm pretty sure anybody can do that.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's the proximity to each other that's the issue.
Yeah, it's the way he phrases things is so weird.
Okay.
And one thing he says to Nancy, he's like, I think that would be awesome for you and that you need a teacher, which is just a yikes statement.
All right. I might be too asexual for this show.
Fair enough.
All right. Cool. When people just want to talk about sex, I get real bored.
Fair enough. Yeah, and that's like all Andrew talks about.
Oh boy. Okay.
Like
He wants this to be a conjugal visit.
Yes. And so he talks about how he like had a job and then completely just like packed up and left it to do
Okay.
something else.
Okay.
And
I mean, I get that.
good for him. I personally, because of my own trust issues and trauma,
Fair.
would be terrified of him deciding to do that again one day.
Mm.
You know?
Fair enough.
Like, that's my thought. But
That's fair. And you have your own.
Yeah.
That's the thing with people. We all
Yeah.
bring our own like
exactly.
everything to
Yeah.
relationships. I wouldn't be bothered by that, but that's because like my grandfather was kind of the same way, but with
Mhm.
owning small businesses.
Ah.
For a little while he owned a cab company, and then he was like bored now and went and
Fair
owned a
enough.
dry cleaner, and then bored now, and but it always worked out. Like he was
Alright.
always able to support his family and everything.
Yeah.
His attention was all over in the land of business.
Ah.
And I kind of inherited that a little bit.
Fair.
I don't have the funds of the greatest generation
Yeah.
to be able to do that, but I
Uh-huh.
understand the sentiment.
Right. Yeah, see, my family did that, but with their own families instead of businesses.
Okay.
So, yeah.
See, that's a different perspective.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
Papa stayed with his family and
Yeah.
supported his wife and 3 children.
One
so.
of my grandpas or great-grandpas, like, took the family up to, like, a cabin in the middle of the woods and then just left them there.
Okay. Yeah, see, we're coming at this with different perspectives.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So, fair enough.
So, Andrew...
So I guess it depends on what their perspective
Yes.
is when it comes to Andrew.
Yes. Nancy doesn't seem put off by this.
Fair.
So,
Okay.
fair enough.
Yep.
I would be.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. That's compatibility.
Yeah.
Depends on many, many factors.
Yeah. So the men and the women are sequestered.
Yeah.
So they leave their pod dates and they come back to like a communal living space,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah.
Bartice comes back from a date with Nancy
Mm-hmm.
and is like, I fucking love this bitch.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And Andrew hears that and is like, shit, like, I have to shoot my shot. So Andrew proposes to Nancy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How many dates have they been on?
Oh, it's been like a couple of days at this point, probably.
Holy fuck.
They're not the first ones to get engaged. I'll say that.
Okay. I need to lie down. This is going to be a lie down
It's
show.
gonna be a lie down.
All right.
I think last episode was a lie
I
down.
think there have been a
episode, too.
few lie down episodes
row.
in a row.
It's also cozy season here.
It
so-
also is, and shameless self plug. I've been streaming every single day this month, so I'm just kind of tired
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think my tolerance for bullshit is waning.
low.
I just need to lie down in general. Anyway.
Okay, where were we? Okay. Oh yeah.
So Andrew.
Andrew is like, I gotta shoot my shot.
Yeah.
So he proposes to Nancy.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Nancy is like, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
So then
I mean, you have to shoot your shot.
Yeah.
You went for it.
Yeah. So you have the risk of being rejected
Yeah.
in that instance.
But hey, he went for it.
yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. You got to make your move to see if anything's gonna happen.
Right,
If you're over
yeah.
here just going, I don't. You're never gonna get anywhere.
exactly.
You got to shoot your
So,
shot.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
So we see a little talking head from Andrew
Mm-hmm.
after this, and he asks the producer, he's like, "Are you rolling?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he takes out some eye drops and puts eye drops in his eyes and like puts it back and is like, he like gets upset and like starts fake crying. And he's like, I didn't expect this. I didn't know I could connect with someone so well. It's ridiculous.
This is why I don't trust these shows.
Right? Yeah. Well, and again, this is season 3.
I appreciate the editors for just flat out leaving that in. We love
Drag him.
We stand some chaos editing.
Drag him as a clout chaser. Cuz a lot of the couples who have been through this get a lot more followers and get a lot of like opportunities.
So that's probably people's primary goal.
Some people for sure.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of them might actually be there for love. But that sounds fairly naive.
Yeah. We'll see. So,
Okay.
we're going back to Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
So Nancy rejects Andrew's proposal because she's more into Bartise.
Okay.
Bartise also dates Raven.
Okay.
They don't go forward with their relationship
Fair.
because Bartise is like pouring his heart out. He's like, this is why my parents' relationship dissolved and why they got a divorce and all of this. And Raven's doing jumping jacks.
Okay. All right. So she's not feeling it.
Yeah, it's just,
that's a little, I mean, personally, I wouldn't do that. Like, if even somebody I don't know is pouring their heart out to me, I feel obligated to, like,
right? Like, sit down and
listen. Because this means something to them, even if it doesn't mean something to me.
Exactly.
I guess if you can't be seen, some people might,
Well, so Bartise is, like, pouring his heart out about this, and she's just, like, doing jumping jacks. And, like, not even doing a courtesy, like, Yeah. She's just straight up. So
straight up ignoring
Bartise is
him.
just, like, talking to a wall, basically.
Damn. That sucks.
And Bartise is like, so are you going to stop doing jumping jacks? And Raven is like, oh, you hear that? You can hear that? And he's like, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a little cold there, Raven.
Yeah.
Might need to work on that empathy a bit.
Yeah. So Bartise is like,
I know technically nobody owes anybody anything. It's just, I don't know. I'm a very empathetic person.
yeah. And I mean,
if somebody's opening up to you, even if you don't know them, hear them out. Maybe
Right.
they don't have anybody else
yeah.
to listen to them.
Yeah. It's like, it's a courtesy thing.
Yeah. If they're doing it, they need to be heard. So show them the courtesy of hearing them.
Right. Yeah.
Unless they're talking about, the benefits of Nazism or some bullshit.
Yeah.
In which case, don't listen to
Yeah.
them.
No.
But
Just
if
walk
somebody's
away.
just like, hey, here's
Or
some
punch
of my life experience that's been
Yeah.
hard.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Bartise proposes to Nancy.
Okay. That seems like a cute combo.
Yeah. And she
Both
accepts.
seem fairly bubbly.
They are. They're
Yeah,
both very
I like
bubbly.
that.
Raven also dates SK.
Okay.
As SK is talking to Raven about his life
Uh-huh.
and how he is from Nigeria,
Okay.
and one thing that's really difficult for him, like being in America, is that like his dad has multiple wives. They practice polygamy,
Okay.
and he's never like wanted to do that.
yeah.
He's talking about that
Okay.
as Raven's doing weights. However, she does put the weights down for
Okay.
SK.
Okay.
So,
All right. So she doesn't listen to everybody, but she does listen sometimes.
yeah.
That's something.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So, SK eventually proposes to Raven,
Okay.
and she accepts.
Okay. This is
So,
weird.
yeah.
All right. Just
It's
the
a lot.
hey, we've talked 3 times. Well, you want to get hitched?
Right? Yeah.
No, frankly.
Fair
Just
enough.
blanket. Nah.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
Fair. Yeah. So that's
so
them.
we've got Nancy and Bartice, Raven and SK.
Mm-hmm. That's all we've talked about.
That's
so
all
far.
we've gotten so
Okay.
far. Okay. Cole and Zeneb
Yes.
were getting along.
Yes. Cole proposes to Zeneb.
Okay.
So the first couple that gets engaged is Alexa and Brennan.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. They were the first ones
Okay.
to get engaged.
We didn't really talk about them.
What?
We-
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're kind of boring.
Okay. Fair enough.
Because there's no real, like, they find each other and they pretty much, like, stick together.
Yeah, that's
really
just
the
it.
only
That's
reason
nice.
that they're talked about in relation to anybody else is just Brennan rejecting Colleen.
Okay.
So,
Fair enough. Well, it's nice they hit it off.
yeah,
Good for them.
it's very sweet.
'Kay.
And, yeah, they look very sweet. So Colleen was rejected by Brennan.
Rejected
Cole.
by Cole. Yep.
Yep. So her third string quarterback comes in.
Okay.
In Matt.
Okay.
And they do eventually, like, get vulnerable with each other. Like,
Okay.
they talk about things that need to be talked about when you're in a relationship.
Yeah. I mean, I understand being hesitant to be vulnerable,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'm glad she is with somebody that she's dating,
Mm-hmm.
even if it took her 3 tries to figure it out.
Right, yeah.
And
yeah.
I feel like asking, like, how many kids do you want and things, that isn't being vulnerable. That's just
Right?
talking.
Right?
'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, oh, do you want kids? Yeah, not necessarily with you. You know?
Right? Yeah.
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 Like, that isn't vulnerability. Do you want them or not?
Right? Yeah.
Or are
It's-
you undecided? Like,
Colleen, like, thinks that's vulnerability.
that's a bit concerning in and of itself.
Honestly.
But whatever, you just have to find a compatible person.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just vulnerable with some people.
Yeah.
We don't know her.
Yeah. Exactly.
We don't know her life,
Yeah. We know she's a ballet dancer.
which is hard-ass work.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
a lot.
It's a lot. Those are athletes.
And I mean, I'm trying to think. So, like, Zeneb, tells Cole about her parents. SK tells Raven about, his family life. Nancy tells Bartice about how she was an egg donor.
Mm-hmm.
She donated eggs 8 times to 8 different families
Oh, wow.
and gave them like 25 to 30 eggs at a time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Like, Bartice talks about the breakdown of his family's relationship, and, like, Colleen, like, just doesn't want to get into any of that, basically. So,
Okay, well, maybe she's just there for the followers.
maybe. Yeah.
And doesn't want to give that part of herself away on TV.
Very, very possible.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, anything you say, they're being filmed
Oh, yeah.
constantly.
Nothing is private.
Mhm.
And
yeah.
that, okay, putting it in that context, I understand
Totally.
completely.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, getting to know people is one thing. Getting to know people and telling the entire, like, watching population about something vulnerable that happened to you is an entirely different thing.
Right.
So,
yeah.
okay, I kind of get it.
Right.
I kind of get it.
It's-
I understand,
Yeah.
Colleen.
I get it.
But also,
I get
how
it
are
as
you
a
gonna
person.
Do, yeah.
Yeah, but you can't do the
But
experiment.
how are you going to
if-
do with the show?
Yeah, exactly. They
So-
call it an experiment the whole time.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
All
fine.
right. So Colleen and Matt, huh?
Yep, Colleen and Matt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a proposal?
Yes, there is. So
And-
they all get proposals. So what
Okay.
happens?
Except for Andrew.
Except for Andrew. I just had to talk about him because
'Cause of the eye drop
he's
thing?
wild. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens is they get proposed to in the pods,
Mhm.
and then like the next day they get to actually see each other face to face,
Okay.
and they can actually do like a proper proposal, like with the ring and everything, and they get some time to like talk and see each other.
Sure.
I don't know what the fuck happens beyond that, because the next thing that we know, they're going to Malibu, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Okay, so when like Nancy and Bartice meet, Bartice is like, I'm having a really hard time keeping my eyes above her neck.
Bartiz, you're gonna have to calm down, guy.
Right. Cole basically does the same thing with Zeneb. He's like, damn, she's hot. Like, that could be a model. And he's
I mean,
just
yes,
like,
she's beautiful.
oh, yeah.
But
yeah,
settle down.
right.
Down,
yeah.
boy.
Yeah, basically.
Have you never seen tits before?
No.
I've got a thing to tell you about. It's called the internet. If you can't stop looking at a lady's boobs, go look at some boobs online.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get it out of your system.
Yeah. So they go to Malibu, and they get like a day to themselves
With their
with their
Fiancé.
fiancés. Yeah. This is also where the like voiceover is like, they get to see if they have a physical connection,
Ew.
which is basically who's fucking, baby.
Who's gonna fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So it's very sweet. Brennan and Alexa are very into each other.
Aw,
They're very sweet together.
that's nice.
They like talk and stuff. It's nice.
We like talking. We stand getting to know people.
Yeah. Cole is kind of having some difficulty with Zeneb. Like, he's like, I can't, it's hard, like, to put, like, because they basically just fell in love with, like, a voice.
Sure.
So it's hard for
Fell
him.
in love
Yeah.
in extreme asterisks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's hard for him.
To, like, put the voice that he loves with the person and the body that is now in front of him.
Why? Because she's hot?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Like,
Is he intimidated because she could be a model or
no,
whatever?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's just like, it's a disconnect. Because,
I guess if you're hearing this voice, you might start to imagine what they look like.
exactly, that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like, they imagined how someone might look.
Okay. See, that's a mistake. Don't
Right.
do that.
Yeah.
Leave him a blank slate. You're
Exactly.
mine.
Yeah. Well, and I don't remember, at some point they kind of talk about it. Like,
I mean, yeah, talk about the difficulties you're having.
yeah.
Communicate.
Oh, he doesn't talk to her about it.
Oh. Of course not.
What?
Silly me.
What?
Silly me.
You thought that would be
I thought,
logical?
Uh,
Yeah, no.
Okay.
That is not a thing that happens.
Of course not.
Also, Zeneb has like a very like kind of dry sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love dry senses of humor.
Yes, same. But she'll say things like
Is it too dry?
it's too dry for Cole.
Okay.
It's too dry for Cole.
He needs some moisture.
Yes. It's just too much for Cole because she was doing it in the pods.
Uh-huh.
But when Cole heard that, he imagined her smiling,
Oh.
and she's not smiling.
Okay, so he's not getting the, like,
Playfulness of it.
visible confirmation that she really is joking that he thought he was getting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that being said, he's talking to this. So they spend the first days, like, together,
Uh-huh.
but eventually they have to meet the exes, which is they get to meet everybody else.
Okay.
Like, so
Oh. in
Cole
person.
gets to actually see Nancy and Colleen, like, in person.
Okay.
He dated them
Yeah.
in the pods,
Uh-huh.
but they're his exes now because
Uh-huh.
Zeneb is his fiance.
Uh-huh.
So instead of talking to his fiance about this, he talks to fucking Bartiz and SK about it
Okay.
instead of his fiance.
Heaven forbid you communicate any difficulties you're
No.
having.
No.
Yeah.
What's the
silly
fun in
me.
that?
Silly me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Despite, and so Zeneb will be like, hey, can you maybe not, can you pick up your towel?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, oh, you're fucking nagging on me.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's like,
Okay. He needs to go back in the oven. He's still
he
like,
needs to go back to fucking middle school.
yeah, he's still like 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, she's so passive aggressive.
The fuck? You've known this woman for like 3 days.
Yeah. It's
And you have
wild.
projected all these things upon her.
mm-hmm.
Wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
Despite this, they be fucking like a lot.
Well, people like to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much Everybody else is fucking. Except for Raven and SK.
Okay.
Their Raven makes him do Pilates. So,
Nice.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
that's
fun.
the physical activity that's most important to her, so
yeah. Yep.
fair.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a stamina test.
Maybe. And he's not really passing.
Oh.
Um,
In fairness, Pilates is hard.
Pilates is hard. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
There's a reason there's machines for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
Okay.
that.
Well, good for them.
Yeah.
I'm ace, so like whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care who be fucking.
Yeah. Sorry. That's all this episode
I know.
is.
That's all these shows are.
Basically.
Who's gonna fuck? And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't care.
Fair enough.
All right.
Colleen and Matt are really into each other.
That's nice.
It's kind of really adorable how much Matt is into Colleen.
Aw.
He's very like they all meet up and he's like, yeah, regardless of whatever, like that's my fiance. Like I've got her back. Like
Aw.
that's my girl. Like
Cute.
it's very sweet.
That's sweet.
So they all meet
Mm-hmm.
and Cole is very, very attracted to Colleen.
Yeah. Of course he is.
Yeah. Remember Colleen's a ballet dancer.
Yeah.
So she's very flexible.
Uh-huh.
Was things she said in the pods.
Uh-huh.
So Cole is kind of distracted a little bit by Colleen, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Because, like, boy, your fiance is right there.
Like, you missed it, boy.
Yeah. You fucked
So-
up.
And if you're only interested in the physical anyway, this isn't your show.
Right? Yeah.
Even though they only chose attractive people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Conventionally attractive people.
Mhm. Yeah. So this is the first time Bartice is meeting Raven in person as
Okay.
well. Because they dated.
Right, yeah, she was doing jumping jacks, I remember.
Yeah, and so SK is like, yeah, we haven't really gotten that physical yet. And Bartice is like, I'd be fucking Raven immediately if it was me. She'd be on my lap right now, like, instead of across the couch from me.
Bartice?
It's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
You need to calm yourself, boy.
Yeah, all
They're
of them.
not fucking for whatever reason.
The
just for
fact that you
them.
chose another woman
Yeah.
because
Well, yeah, she's not fucking you because you're
she's fucking
well,
somebody
You're
else.
fucking somebody else. But they felt they got along the best,
Mm-hmm.
and they haven't gotten physical in that way for whatever reason.
Yeah,
None ya.
exactly.
None
Like,
ya.
Yeah, stop it.
Get some help.
He's also, Bartice is like, oh, you know, when Raven and I are the type of people, when we come into a room, like, people gravitate toward us because, you know, we just have those personalities. People want to gravitate toward us.
Mm.
And he's saying all of this in a confessional.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, this is probably something that really you shouldn't fucking say when you have a fiance about
I
another
mean,
woman.
We're calling them fiancés.
I know, yeah.
None of these relationships are serious. Come on. Like, if they work out, neat, but, like, come on.
Yeah.
They haven't even known each other a month.
Right, yeah. Yeah. You know, it's not something you should say about your fiance, though.
Yeah, but... no.
And it's something you shouldn't say to your fiance.
Two?
To her.
Did he say it too?
Yeah, he did.
What the fuck?
They go back to their hotel rooms, and Bartice is like, yeah, like, Raven's really hot, and we're the kind of people that, like, command a room. People just kind of come to us, you know? And Nancy is like, why the fuck are you saying this?
What do you want me to? Are you trying
Be
to make
mad at
me
you?
Jealous?
Right?
Like what?
It's weird.
Why do you feel this is a good conversation to have?
Right? Yeah.
Okay,
It's weird, dude.
it is.
It's real weird.
Okay, so how many break up after the honeymoon phase?
Good question. So we're only covering the first 4 episodes
Okay.
today, and we don't see the end of the honeymoon phase. Like, they've still got some time, so
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the next episode will wrap up the honeymoon phase,
Okay.
and then they'll go into real world shit
Okay.
where they move in together. They're given an apartment.
Okie dokie. What could possibly go wrong? What
Yeah.
could possibly go wrong?
So, and I don't know how they're going to do it this season.
So we're only doing the first 4 because that is what's out
Yeah.
at time of recording.
Yeah.
Okay. The only ones I have hope for are Alexa and Brennan because they haven't been over here getting talked about, so they must not be being dramatic.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah, we see a little preview of like what's gonna happen, and
I mean, I guess like Colleen and Matt are fine.
Yeah.
It's just Cole over here being like, "Oh damn it,
Colleen.
Colleen's hot.
Oh, no, she's hot."
And
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
Raven and SK too, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. She stopped doing exercise to listen to him, so you know.
That's so big.
That's okay. That's just I just don't. I have many questions about her as a person
Fair enough.
just from that.
I know very little.
Yeah, that's and we wouldn't. We don't
Yeah.
know her.
Although
It just makes me wonder about like I don't know. Yeah, about her, I guess.
at one point when she's dating Bartice, she tells Bartice, she's like, "So I have something to tell you." And Bartice is like, "Okay." And she's like, I've had relationships in the past, and so I'm a Pilates instructor during the day, but at night I do some like service industry things." And he's like, "Okay, like, what do you mean?" Basically, he's like, "Are you a stripper?" Because she's like, "Yeah, boyfriends have had issues in the past." And I'm like, "She's a stripper. She's
Yeah.
a stripper. She's a stripper.
This sounds like
She's a fucking bartender."
Oh, all right.
Like,
What's the problem with that?
I guess because men get
mean-
jealous. Because female bartenders get hit on a ton.
Yeah, but that's not like a
That's
benefit.
not her problem.
Yeah, that's
Like,
not a benefit of the job. That's a
No.
nuisance.
Exactly.
But that also happens to any woman in service industry
anytime.
at all. Like
Absolutely.
I got hit on in Target
Right? Yeah.
wearing my fucking red polo shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess assuming 4 more episodes are out
Mm-hmm.
by next week,
Yeah.
we'll
We can do that.
we'll do that next
Yeah.
week and try to wrap up the season in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. And then we can go back to Selling Sunset for a season.
Yep.
And then I reached out to our patron, Emma.
Emma.
We love Emma.
Woo!
And asked her what we should do next. And I'll put a poll up today.
Okay. On
Um,
Instagram.
which by the time this comes out, it'll be
A few
gone.
days ago.
So follow us on Instagram. Let's
Yep.
do some shit.
Yep. If you want input on what we cover.
Yeah. Or if you want even more input about what we cover.
Yeah, if you want to be asked first.
Yeah.
Patreon. We're much ado about some shit.
Maybe.
I
Yeah.
think there's links to it on our social
Yeah,
media.
exactly.
Appreciate you.
I need to make this a link tree. Anyway.
Okay, so there will have been a poll
Yep.
up, and we'll be covering something else.
Yep. Exactly.
In a few weeks
Yeah.
from now.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, can't wait to see how many of these couples break up next week.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see.
We'll be back next week with more of this bullshit.
Yeah. How do
Thank-
you feel about it, Taylor?
I'm gonna go lie down. No.
Cool.
It's just as ridiculous as I thought it would probably be.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much for listening, guys. We appreciate you. Check us out on social media, which is all linked in the description of this podcast.
Yeah.
Just that's the easy
Do
way.
that.
And we will. Oh, and come check me out on
Yeah.
Twitch. I'm streaming every day still.
Spell it.
It's READ, REED. Read Red on Twitch. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. We appreciate
Yeah.
you as always, and we will see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.